And then the last thing that we're going to talk about today on the podcast is just like what's coming up here this next week or so, like teams that we're facing or whatever. So we won the first game of the series last night against the Nationals. We now sit at 27-30, 3 games out of a wild card spot and 5 games out of the National League Central. Tyler Mahle last night pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, struck out 8, and improved his record to 2-5 on the season. And then Jared Hughes came in, threw 2 shutout innings. Then Zach Duke came in on his return off the disabled list and threw a shutout inning. And then you got Matthew Bowman, who has really, really been a pleasant surprise the last couple weeks out of the Cincinnati bullpen. David Bell talked about how he had him down in when he was the bench coach over at St. Louis for the Cardinals. Matt Bowman, he said he can pitch in any situation. He's confident. He's got really good stuff. He's a ground ball specialist. I mean, he's a good pitcher. And then last night, Kurt Casale delivered the big blow. He hit a 3-run homer in the first inning, which was a part of a 5-run first inning for the Reds. They really roughed up Patrick Corbin last night. Corbin's line was this was a guy who had like a 2.5 ERA, I believe, coming into the game. He went 2 2/3, gave up 11 hits, 8 runs. 6 of those runs were earned, and he only struck out 2. And yeah, I mean, he really dominated. The Reds really dominated him last night. Right from the get-go, we're just catching barrels off him, and that's really what you want, you know. And yeah. And then tonight, it's Tanner Roark, who's going to be pitching against his former club, who's coming off one of his better starts. He pitched 5 scoreless innings with 6 hits, a walk, and 9 strikeouts when the Reds beat the Cubs 10-2 last Sunday. And then he'll be opposed by Eric Fried, who's going to be making his 3rd major league start, and he is 1-0 with 2.18 ERA. He's been good. But you know, everybody has his bad days, and hopefully tonight's one of those, because you know, it seems like he's due for a bad game. No young guy comes up here and has 3 good starts in a row, right? I hope not, because the Reds hopefully the Reds can hit him around a little bit tonight, secure this series win. And then on Sunday, we got, at 1 o'clock, we got Sonny Gray versus Max Scherzer. That's going to be a really, really good matchup. Gray, his last few times out, has been just the best that he's looked in years. He's really starting to get his form, and he's 2-0 with a 2.12 in his last 3 starts. So, yeah. And then we got Max Scherzer. He's going to be opposed by who has... he's got a bad record. He's got a 2-5, but it seems like the Nationals just haven't really been able to score when he's on the mound this year. And they're 2-10 when he's on the mound. But he does have the best FIP in the league, which is basically like your adjusted ERA based on how well you've pitched and stuff like that, you know. There's like all different factors, you know. I don't know how to do it, but all I know is like the FIP is like it's basically your ERA on stuff that you can control, you know. Like sometimes your ERA can be a little bit fluctuated because like a blue pit or something, you know, or maybe one of your outfielders botches a ball on a throw-in, you know what I'm saying, like on trying to hit the cutoff guy, you know, and that earned run comes around to score. That FIP will kind of be changed, you know. And then we're off Monday, and then Tuesday we go to St. Louis, and our main man, Mr. Castillo, will be on the mound, and he has been not very good his last 2 times out. He's been walking a ton of guys. I think he's just going through a little bit of a rough patch. He's still kind of learning how to be that ace. That takes some skill. The guy that, like a Clayton Kershaw. The guy that everybody looks forward to seeing pitch. And that takes some time to adjust to being that guy. Yeah, because that's big expectations, especially for a 26-year-old. Um, but I mean, he's good at it. He's going to be really good one day. I mean, 2 starts is not going to determine, you know, a guy's season. He's still got a 2.45 ERA, and a 5-1 record, and he's going to be opposed by somebody who's really really struggled, and that's Genesis Cabrera. He'll be making his 3rd major league start, I believe, as well. Um, yeah, I mean he throws really hard. Genesis Cabrera does. Um, he his ERA is 7.36, and he's only struck out 5 guys, but he's got a fastball that can reach 99. So it's going to be basically 2 flamethrowers on the mound Tuesday night. Um, but it'll be good. It'll be a good matchup. I think the Reds should be able to take that game pretty easily though. Um, but yeah, I mean that's just about going to wrap it up here on the Big Red Machine, week number 1. Thank you guys for hanging around. I know we had some technical difficulties early on here. We were supposed to start at 2 o'clock, but it said we had to start at 2:15 because just had some technical difficulties. Uh, I'll come a little bit more prepared next time. I've never really done anything like this, so it's kind of my first time. I was a little bit nervous too, not even gonna lie. I've done a lot more nerve-wracking things than this, but I mean, I've played like sectional championships and stuff for baseball and stuff, but this was just like super nerve-wracking for me. I don't know why. I'm not a very good public speaker, and then and I'm also a little bit sick too. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be more prepared next week, and it'll be a lot more smooth. And hopefully, I can get some of you guys to call in next week as well. That'll be a lot more fun. That'll be really fun for you guys too. Get you guys interacting with me a little bit. But don't forget to follow me at Reds Illustrated on Instagram. That's my Reds fan page. Have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I mean, until next time, go Reds, baby.